everyone, to another DeFi Raiders AMA. My name is Relentless. Today I'm talking to Karn from Perpy Finance. Thanks so much for joining us. Very excited to talk to you. Really intrigued by a lot of the stuff that's going on with the copy trading and then, integrating, people's ability to trade on their own, plus, let people copy their trades and kind of everything that's going on there when you start to think about the asset management piece and all this different trading stuff. So super excited to talk to you, and thanks so much for coming on. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself and give a little bit of your background?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Khan, I'm the CMO at Perpy. I joined the team end of last year, so mostly doing the marketing and biz dev for the team. And I think I'm in crypto since 2019. So yeah, not so long ago, but feels like a lot, to be honest. But I think we are all in the same case. And mostly coming from a DeFi background. So I will go later on the trader side, but yeah, that's mostly the background.
All right, very cool. And then what's your role on the team for Perpy?
So I'm managing the Twitter account. I'm doing all the marketing strategy and also doing some of the biz dev. So mostly reaching out to exciting protocol and see if we can find some synergies and integrate them. And but mostly doing a little bit of things related to marketing, biz dev, and that's what is exciting when you're a small team and starting the project.
Yeah, very cool. Super excited to kind of talk about some of the partnerships that you got going here in a little bit, because you got some exciting things in the works there. But all right, so cool. So first, if you want to give us a kind of just a quick high-level overview of what Perpy is.
Sure. So Perpy is a fully on-chain protocol for what we call social trading on decentralized perps. Currently, we are built on GMX, and we are expanding to other protocol. I will go into details a little bit later, but basically the problem we are solving is two things. So there's two aspects of that. So one is, as an investor, you who don't have any trading skills or even any time to learn trading and to learn all the trend line and all the indicator, etc., and wants maybe more to focus on DeFi farming, etc. So just if you're not a good trader or you don't want to learn that, you are just losing some revenue streams from trading, because that's where you can make also some money. And on the other side, you have the trader. So for example, trader that are skilled but want to trade or want to launch kind of decentralized hedge funds, if I can say that. That if you want, for example, to trade for other people, it's really difficult to launch some hedge fund, for example, in real life. Or so that's where Perpy is giving you the opportunity to open a vault. So basically, you are opening a vault where you can trade. Right now, it's only Bitcoin and Ethereum on GMX. But you are opening a vault, you can trade with your own fund. And if you are a good trader, you will have a good P&L. So you will attract investor, and investor will deposit funds into your vault. And you will take what we call a performance fee from all the profit that you will make with your money and also with the investor funds that are deposited into the vault. And that's where we call that monetize the trading skills. And for investor, it's just investing in the best trader and making a good revenue stream if you are choosing wisely the trader's vault, where you have plenty of in Perpy. So that's the high-level overview of Perpy.
All right, very cool. Thank you. Pretty great overall background. So, all right. So then let's kind of, before we break down the platform, and I got some questions on a lot of the different things in there. What problems are you aiming to solve for traders and investors?
Sure. So for investors, I said, if like me, you came into crypto at the beginning to make some money from trading, and like me, you burned some accounts. So, and you discover that, yeah, you are not good at trading. So, as I said, you can just invest part of your portfolio, for example, some bag that you want to invest in some trading vault, and you can make some P&L and some profit from those traders. You are just leaving on the table some performance fee, which is okay because you are just profiting from the trader skills. So that's one problem. And what we saw from the copy trading is not something new. So we have a lot of copy trading on the centralized exchanges, but who wants now to leave his fund on a SEC? So we know that that's really not a good practice, and so that's why we are doing that on chain and completely decentralized with transparency. And also the other thing is that on centralized exchange, you don't know really how the SEC is managing your funds, is it really traders, is it trading bots? So you never really know, and you don't know if for example, the P&L that are shown on the UI are real or not. So that's the beauty of going the decentralized way, that you can verify everything on chain, and everything is you can verify everything. So there is no bullshit, if I can say that, about the performance of the trader. You can see the trading history of the trader, how many trades he made, and so you can choose your traders as an investor and invest in the best of them. And also one important thing is that you can diversify also the trader that you are investing in. For example, you will have some swing traders, or you will have some scalping traders. Maybe you want to allocate, 20% on some really aggressive scalping trader who are maybe on some days making really good performance, but on other days, maybe negative performance. And you can allocate another part of the portfolio on more sustainable traders that maybe are doing less P&L in terms of percentage or in terms of money, but you know that in the long term, they are profitable. So you can also balance your portfolio. You can enter a vault, exit a vault. I will go into the more of the detail of the vault aspect later. So that's for the investor part. On the traders part, as I said, you can, if you are really good, you can open a vault and you can trade with your money and also from the money that your investor will deposit funds into the vault. And you can also start building your brand as a trader, and we are also adding later the social aspect of the vault. So, for example, we know that some traders like to have a Twitch live where they are trading live with their community. So we will add later, I can say soon, the Twitch live feature directly from the vault, or you can just click and that will redirect you to Twitch. So that's one feature. And also you can explain, for example, different strategy as a trader, not disclosing everything. And as I said, really the core is trading with more fun as a trader, monetizing your trading skills, and also building your brand, building your community, And I think that's the social fi aspect of Perpy, which is really interesting for trader.
Yeah, very cool, very cool. And so, all right, cool. So let's kind of talk a little bit about the platform itself, right? So for the copy trading, right? So currently, it's copy trading of top GMX traders, right? So my first question there is, are these traders actually trading on Perpy, or is this actually linked to what they're doing on GMX and mirroring it from there?
No, that's we are the smart contract are built on top of GMX. So you have a trading engine and a trading UI. So you can trade. So you are trading directly from Perpy. So you have the same kind of UI as GMX. So you can see the chart, the different placeholder, long, short, etc. Your size, your liquidation level. We just released today, which is a big announcement and a big achievement for us, the take profit and stop loss feature today on Perpy. So basically, you can do everything that you can do on GMX, but directly from Perpy, directly from your vault. So the user experience for trader is really, really simple. So you are just connecting a wallet, creating a vault, naming your vault, linking your Twitter if you want to link your Twitter inside the vault, and just deposit some USDC and start trading. So you have one step in just creating the vault compared to GMX.
Okay, very cool. Yeah, I was doing that earlier. It's a pretty simple process. So and in my opinion, a cleaner UI than GMX, by the way. So I do really like the UI. It's very simple, very easy to look at, very easy to navigate. So super big fan of the UI that you guys have built.
Thanks, man.
And then, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's clearly a lot of work put into there. So, and then I know you're just in the beta version right now too. So I know there's a lot of improvements that you guys are working on. But all right, so then let's talk about fees for kind of on both sides, right? So for the copy trades, what I saw on there was that you can charge a performance fee, right? So they charge, is that the trader themselves gets to charge a performance fee for people to copy trade them?
Yeah, exactly. So when we talked about the vault, we wanted to let traders choose their performance fee. So that's now between 10 and 50%. So why we did that is that, for example, if you are bootstrapping a vault or you are bootstrapping as a trader, you don't have reputation, etc. So you can maybe start with a small performance fee and then start building a brand. And for example, if you are really good, and that's how can I say that? That's just normal if you want to raise that performance fee because you are making really good profit, and so you can manage your performance fee. And also, for example, if you are 2 or 3 trades in a row, you are losing trades, and you are seeing some investor going out your vault, and you can decrease your performance fee to attract traders. So we want really that to be flexible, and we don't want to have all traders will not have the same performance and the same PNL and the same skills. So that's why we want traders to choose their own performance fee.
Yeah, very cool. And then for your fees from that, what do you guys make? Do you take a percentage of that performance fee, or does the trader get to keep it all? What fees do you guys make?
Yeah, so we are taking 20% of the performance fees. So if the trader are making profit, so it will take, for example, if it's taking 10% of the performance fees from his investor, we are just taking 20% of what he will make from that performance fee.
Okay, and how does that compare to the GMX fees?
That's a good question. That's a good question. From the GMX fees, I think GMX fees is fees are on every trade. So when you are putting the trades, you are paying the fees. So that's a little bit different because we are only taking fees from the profits that the trader will make. But there is still the transaction fees and the fees from GMX because we are built on top of that to be completely transparent. But we are just adding that performance fees for the traders.
Okay, cool. And then this will be my last question kind of on the fees, yeah. Right? So currently everything has a gas fee for every transaction. Do you guys, so some of the other trading platforms, right? Once you on-ramp your money, everything that you do within it is gasless. Are you guys working towards being able to provide a gasless experience after people on-ramp their money?
That's a good question. As long as we are using other venues to trade and to give the traders different perps, we will still have some fees to pay for the platform. And as we grow, and that's also kind of the goal, when we are bigger and have more options for trader, and we are bringing more volume to these platforms, to these perp exchanges, we are in a position to maybe negotiate, less fees, something like that. So that's something that we will see in the future. But having a completely gasless protocol, on top of my head, I'm not sure that's possible without having our own exchange, and that's not where we are going.
Okay, yeah, very cool. Just wanted to ask, and I mean, I get it too. It's you can't, build something like this for basically free, anyways. Yeah. So I just know that there's the couple that started off built on top of other things and then kind of transitioned to some gasless fee models and stuff like that. I just wanted to ask to see where you guys are kind of thinking about from that perspective.
That's definitely a good question, but at the end, I think, but that's my own opinion, and I'm not talking for Perpy on this one, but security and decentralization, should have a cost. So that's why and Arbitrum is pretty cheap. That's why also we are on Arbitrum, because that's cheap. That's amazingly fast, and that is also where you have amazing perps protocol. So that's why also we chose Arbitrum. But I think there's always a cost behind that.
Yeah. And I mean, I think Arbitrum's definitely a good chain. So I don't think anyone's going to argue with you there. All right, cool. So then, all right, so for we'll talk about like the copy trade dashboard, right? Super simple to go in there, set up your own thing. I know currently you only have Bitcoin and ETH, but I went through the process. Super simple. Start trading. Your dashboard is visible to others. They can copy trade you if they want. So currently, right, you have Bitcoin, ETH, which you talked about.
Yeah.
At what point are you guys looking to expand to other assets?
So recently we've partnered. So this week we've partnered with Buffer Finance, a binary option protocol on Arbitrum. So that's more adding the binary option for the trader. So, for example, you can think about a lot of use cases, hedging your position. So you are taking a trade and on the same platform, the same protocol. So you are just only using Perpy, and you can take a long on Bitcoin and just take a put on Buffer Finance just to hedge your position. That's not a 100% edge because the payout is only 70%, but that's a start, and you can see where we are going with that. So we are adding other option ready to have one-stop shop for trader. And in terms of purely crypto assets, what we are doing also is we had some weeks ago, we've partnered also with Vertex Protocol and Arbitrum. I know you know them because you had an amazing AMA with them. So
great project for to partner with.
Also adding the cross margin. So this one is a little bit more complex to integrate. So that's later this year, but that's one that we're adding. And just to give you some alpha, we'll not name the project, but we are discussing with other venue. Also, the goal is to have some kind of, I don't like to call that aggregator because that's not really that will not be really the case, but it's basically we want all traders on Arbitrum to feel at home, if I can say that, and just trade from one platform, which is Perpy, and open a vault, have different vault with different strategy, for example, so you can open as many vault as you want as a trader. So you can have aggressive strategy, you can have swing trading with covered option. It's like the possibility are endless, and that's the end goal that we are aiming at with Perpy is to be some kind of social, we like to call that social hub of social fi, of perp option, and maybe in the future other kind of perps.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, very exciting partnerships there. Love Vertex, love what they've built. Buffer is obviously getting a ton of hype and ton of traction because they're a good platform. So, I mean, obviously that says a lot of things about what you guys are building for them to want to come and partner with you and to be able to bring those capabilities to your platform as well, which is awesome because that's much bigger than just. It's obviously awesome that you guys have adding the stop loss and take profit, but to be able to add all those other different things and work with those to get those on there is huge. So, and then, all right. So the only other kind of question I have in regards to kind of the platform and stuff like that is just what are you guys looking at as far as like kind of tech upgrades, right? So I was messing around on there, and it's just. Obviously, I know it's in the beta version. You guys have a lot of building, left to do, but just kind of to solve the latency issue. It's a little bit slower than some of the other things. I know, like I said, it's in the beta version. So what are you guys kind of looking at there?
That's a too technical question for me, to be honest. But that's something that definitely we want to improve. How to do that? I'm not the right guy to ask that question, but definitely we want, as we are using our own trading engine and then posting the transaction, the TX on GMX, for example. Right now you have kind of some delay. So what we'll do is we'll improve the infrastructure for sure on this one. And also that's something that you didn't see because we didn't release yet the announcement, but before now we were using I don't know if you're familiar, but right now we are using the keeper from GMX, and so we are able to, I will say that with my own word, I'm not the lead dev, so bear with me on this one, but we are using the keeper just to aggregate, or not aggregate, but have one TX from our side just to place the order on GMX. Before that, it was 2 transactions, if I remember correctly, and the same for closing a position. Because for example, to close a position on Perpy, so you needed to decrease the size of the position on GMX to 0, and then withdraw the funds to the vault. So that was two transactions. so costing two transaction for the user. Now we are using the keeper, and we are able to do that in only one TX. So saving cost for the trader, saving also time in terms of latency. But yeah, I completely understand. We will improve in the future. Right now, that's the beta. We are working also on the UI. The latency and is important, and also compared to other even pure trading venue. Maybe I'm biased, but on Perpy it's quite smooth, quite reactive. But yeah.
Yeah, very cool. And I don't disagree. Like I said, I was on there. I put a little bit of money in there. I made some trades, and then we had a big long red candle. So I lost like $5. Obviously, I went small. You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to get rich overnight, but it was easy. It wasn't. It's not something where it was like so slow that it was like maybe turn me off or anything like that. It's competitive, and some people will call GMX clunky and slow anyways. So, but you guys are thinking about that stuff and working on that, and I give full credit where credit is due that you guys are just in the beta version. So I know you've got a lot of community feedback and a lot of people working on this stuff too. So just good to hear that you guys are thinking about that. And then obviously, with the type of people that you've partnered with, I know you guys are getting tons of feedback from those guys too. So, all right. So then let's kind of switch gears. Let's talk a little bit more about some of the other features that you guys do. You want to kind of talk about a little bit about the Traders Vault stats? What all are we going to be able to see for those stats?
So I don't know if did you when you were trying, because we released just today an improvement on this one. So I don't know if you saw that. If you went to Perpy yesterday, you didn't see the improved version. So we released today. Before that, you only add the TVL of the vault, the number of people, of user, investor into that vault, the performance fee, of course, that is set by the traders, and the trader shares. You can just check how many funds the trader has deposited into the vault. We like that because that's also showing that the trader has some skin in the game, if I can say that. Just that, okay, he didn't deposit just only $5, $5 USD and traded that. So you can say that, okay, this guy, if I don't know, he has 10, 20, 30, even 50% of the vault share. Okay, this guy has some skin in the game. Is definitely as a first point someone serious. And what we had, which is I think amazing and requires some really work on this one, is adding the global performance, and also we added the global perf, but also the daily, weekly, and monthly pairs. So you can see on the vault all the different perf. Is it someone who is more a scalper, or is not sustainable in terms of P&L and performance, or is it someone that is maybe less performance, but on a monthly basis, is someone who is really sustainable and making decent profit. We also have the trading history, so you can see every trade the trader made. So you have the date, the entry price, and also how he was, the direction he was taking, so long or short, the leverage. Is it someone who is trading with always 30x or 50x leverage, or is it someone that is more conservative trading with maybe 5-10x leverage. So you can see that, and you can see also each P&L on each trade. And you have what we call the trading stats. So that's the total number of trades the trader made, and the win and loss ratio, and also how long this trader is trading. So the average, what's called the average holding time. So how long is he staying in position? It is someone that is more a swing trader or scalper, and the average leverage, the average P&L, and also how many the frequency of his trading during the week. That's a lot of information, but we really think that they are important for the investor to choose their trader.
Yeah, I agree. It's one thing to look at a copy trade and you see that this person has like 100% performance or whatever, and then you go to copy trade them and it turns out that their 100% performance was on one very risky trade and you didn't have all the details, and then you lost everything. I mean, this is a really, I'm looking at the screenshot that you guys posted on Twitter early right now. It's a very all-encompassing kind of scorecard and allows you to make a real assessment on, based off your risk profile.
Yeah, is it just a really good trade out of luck, or was he on maybe the right time, the right trade at the right moment, and the rest of the time he's losing money, or it is someone that, okay, the guy is making, I don't know, 9 winning trade out of 10. Maybe I want to put some USDC into his vault. Is the guy active also? So is he making some trades on vault? And that's not just a guy who is trading once a week, just taking some risk, and okay, that's playing in his favor or not. So you can see all that in one page, and that's really the big differentiator from any other copy trading platform or protocols, or even compared to the central exchange. Everything is on chain, so you can see all of these trades, and I think that's really important for the investor to be able to take a decision and deposit some funds.
Yeah, totally agree. I think it's a great coverage of everything that someone all the information that someone really needs. Because you look back through history of copy trading off Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Someone posts a coin and you copy trade them, and then you just get dumped on and wrecked because you got no idea what they actually do.
Exactly. That was one of the drivers of the both co-founders to launch Perpy. As a new crypto user or newbie coming to that ecosystem, it's easy to be scammed or to be dumped on by some Telegram group, trading Telegram group, or Discord, or even following some trader influencer on Twitter. It's like you are too late, or you are getting dumped on. So with Perpy, okay, you can just invest in different vaults if you want, just to diversify your risk, and everything is on chain. So even for the traders on Twitter, do you really know if they took that trade? Are they really in position? Where that that P&L is coming from? Is it real? With Perpy, you can just verify that. So you can, as a trader, you can't cheat. You can't cheat.
Yeah, I like that. Very cool. Very well thought out. All right, so let's kind of transition. We got a good overview of everything that's on the platform, right? So let's talk about the Pry token.
Yeah.
do you want to kind of launch into the utility and how that's bringing real yield?
Sure. Just maybe just one thing also to add, and I will stop at that because that will be too much selling Perpy, but I think also something important as there is other protocol doing social fi more on you have two kinds of category. You have the asset management part, which is more taking different, token, building a portfolio with some weight on the token. Okay, that's pure asset management. And you have the trading vault, the social trading where Perpy is. And something that is important about Perpy is that we don't have any fundraising period. We are not locking funds for investor, so you can enter and exit the vault as you wish. So if you are not happy anymore with how a trade is going or how a trader is, behaving, you can exit and go into another vault. You are not locked up until the trader is finishing his trade. So for example, on other protocol, when you enter a trade, so that's for one single vault, one single trade, and as you need to wait for the fundraising period, the trader is disclosing his whole strategy. So why invest in that vault if you can just copy that strategy and make the trade yourself? So in Perpy, you are more investing really in a trader as long as you want, so you can stay invest as long as you want, and you can diversify exit, enter, exit as you want. So that's really dynamic, and also you have no lockup, which I think is really important in the DeFi landscape.
Yeah, totally agree.
Okay.
Thanks for putting that out.
Yeah, so it just that's every time that's for us is something that makes sense, and but we found out that that's not always understood by the community, so we need to improve that message. But I think that's really something that is important and a big differentiator of Perpy.
Yeah, totally agree.
Okay.
All right. So cool. Yeah. So tell us about the token and tell us about the real yield.
Okay. So back to Pre, back to the token. That's what everyone wants to hear. So Pre. So as we are on Arbitrum, and also we are really careful and really community focused, we decided in terms of the fee and the Pre token to have a 100% real yield token. So no emission. So we'll have no emission from the token, and also 100% of the protocol revenue on the performance fee and the small exit fee when you are exiting a vault. 100% will go back to the pre-stakers. So I think that's something that is not done elsewhere. So that's just showing how committed we are to our community and to our future holder, because there is no pre-token yet live. So we are not aware of any pre-token scam token out there, but be careful, we are not live. We will go into the public sale later in March with Camelot, to give you a clue. So going back to the token, okay, so that's the real yield. So everything 100% will be back to the stakers. On those 100%, 10% will be, so that's more 90% to the staker and 10% to the DAO treasury, which the stakers are voting on with their governance power through the pre-token. And for example, they can decide to buy back. We can have buyback of the pre-token. We can have more the community can decide, okay, those 10% are redistributed to all the staker. So you are back to 100%. Or also, we can have those 10%, some votes to, for example, direct those 10% to some specific vote. And you can think about some bribing, so you can think about everything. So that will be the real yield and the distribution to the stakers. Also, we add other, I think, really nice utilities. So when we will release our 2.0 vault, where you have new feature at the beginning, we will need to cap the users inside the vault for technical reason. I don't know exactly all the reason, but it's more in terms of scaling up the protocol and scaling up the feature of those 2.0 vaults. And holding Perpy token will give you a priority access to those vaults. You will have, of course, the governance vault. That's kind of standard. And also holding and staking Perpy will also give you a rebate fees on the platform. So as a trader, for example, could be really interesting to stake Perpy, have some protocol revenue, and also have up to a 50% rebate fee on the protocol fees that we are taking from the performance and exit fees. And the 201 utilities to Perpy token, you will be able, we are not sure yet, we're not decided yet on how we'll do that. But for example, you can advertise your vault on the landing page. So you can burn some Perpy token or stake some Perpy token. We don't know yet the path we will take for this one. Just to have your vault on the first 10 vault of the platform, so you can attract investor. You are more visible. And as we are aiming to integrate the social part with Lens protocol, we will also, Lens protocol is really nice because that's giving you some flexibility, and you can build on top of that to, for example, having some, you can create your community and you can use the Perpy token just to say, okay, I want maybe the holder of Perpy token, only them to invest in my vault, or you can create a community around the Perpy token holder and your specific vault. There is a lot of use case that we can think of with Lens integration to Perpy.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, a lot of ways to earn there.
Yeah.
Fee reductions are great, up to 50%. I don't think anyone's going to complain, even though Arbitrum is relatively cheap. I'm not going to complain about being able to potentially get 50% off a 65-cent fee.
Yeah.
So yeah, very cool. Yeah, a lot going back there. And then kind of with that, I know it's also goes into a little bit of governance. What is your overall kind of, are you guys trying to do full on-chain governance at some point? What's the approach there?
Yeah, definitely we will have a fully on-chain governance for the Perpy staker. I don't know if we will go through snapshot, or we don't know yet, but definitely, as I said, as we are community focused, we want the community to own the protocol, to own the decision. Could be also some new integration of future protocol that goes through governance, for example. So that will be a fully governed protocol at the end. as we are right now in the beta phase, growth phase, and the token is not yet live, okay, we are managing that as a small team. But as soon as we have something that is, big enough, sustainable, generating fees, generating volume, and have a really good and sustainable offer to attract more and more traders. And as we attract traders, we will attract investors, and that's, if you understand, that's the nice flywheel about that. Definitely, we will decentralize. That we are in the DeFi ecosystem. We are on Arbitrum, and that's also our vision and the core thinking of the team.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. The governance is a tough nut to crack. Anyways, there's no one's really figured it out. I think we're getting closer and closer to finding something that everyone's happy with, but it's obviously, it's tough.
Yeah, that needs some thinking for sure. But that's where we want to go, definitely.
Yeah, very cool. And then, all right, so transition a little bit. So you guys are not taking any money from VCs and stuff, right? So what has been your ability to raise capital? How are you guys funding everything?
So we are funding Perpy from our own pocket, to be honest. We don't have any VC, no pre-sales. We will go only with a public sale with 40% of the supply for the community, for the public sales. So that was a choice. That is definitely, there is advantages and inconvenience, of course, because it's harder, without any funds to maybe have a really big marketing strategy and, booking, influencers. But so far we like what we did, having an organic growth and only from without money involved, in terms of relationships, and that's what we like also. So making things harder because, of course, we would like to hire more dev and speed up things and improve the UI, the UX. Even if I think we did a pretty decent job, and for a beta, even without any token released yet, I think the protocol is working smoothly, and there is things to improve. But with with a self-funded project, we are really proud of that. That's my personal view of that. But that's definitely how we want to do things, and we will definitely revisit after the public sale, because we will have some funds to hire more devs and grow the team and reintegrate new perps DEXs into Perpy, and that will be really the accelerating growth after the public sale.
Yeah, absolutely. I've said it before in a couple other interviews. I love self-funded teams. It's that kind of do or die mentality, right? Yeah. When you're putting your own money and your own livelihood behind something, it's a different level of motivation. When you're tied to, you're tied to your goals. You're not tied to something that somebody else wants you to do, and it's just a different factor of like, we have to make this succeed.
And we are free of, we can make our own decision. Really listen to the community. We are not, behind two views. I'm not saying that raising fund and having VC is bad. Is that it's just that we are completely free. We can choose where we want to go, what are our goals, our aim, and also really driving the project where we want to drive the project. But on the other end, that's tough because there is a lot of things that you can do without the funds.
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
So,
but so far, so far that's good. So far, we have a really amazing community also. So we have people joining every day. So yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of promising signs for sure. All right, so last thing to talk about is the fair launch.
Yeah. So last week we announced that we will have our public sale with Camelot on their platform. So why Camelot? Definitely, they're training, but also the thing is that for us it's easier to use Camelot. Their launching process is approved, and we could have built our own contract for the public sale and adding that to our website, etc. But we prefer to focus on the protocol, improving the protocol, and not spend any time doing that with the associated risk. Even if that's pretty simple, you always have risk. And so that's why we are using Camelot for that. We are using also their LP after that, so we can add directly the liquidity on Camelot, and so that's why we choose Camelot. The guys there are also really nice. That's also opening up some relationships with other protocol. So that was a win-win situation for both, and really that announcement and our discussion with Camelot was, really well received, and their team is nice and great. So that's why we went that route, so we can focus on the platform. And maybe the only difference from their other launches that they are doing or that will come soon is that we will have a fixed price for Perpy, so we will not have a price discovery or what they did for their own token. We will have a fixed price. That's how we want to do things. And the details are not released yet. The only thing that we have communicated so far is that we will have 40% of the supply reserved for that public sale. So that's giving everyone a fair chance to participate and to be with us and to be part of this journey to change and to have a really nice social trading platform on Arbitrum, and maybe even go cross-chain, but I will not spill too much alpha today.
Now you could drop as much alpha as you want.
I know. I know. We did, we never hide our wish to go cross-chain, and yeah, we are in big discussion currently, but our focus is really to stay for the moment focused on Arbitrum, because you have a lot of amazing project building Perps option. That's really amazing, the number of gigabytes protocol that you have on Arbitrum. I know you have GMX, you have a lot of option protocol, Dopex, Premier, and I'm missing some of those. So I hope that the one I've missed or forgot will not take that too harshly on us. But there's plenty of venue that we can integrate, and that's why we are really excited for the future.
Yeah, very, very cool. Very excited to see it progress. Everything that since you and I have been tied in together, everything that you've been around has been successful. So I can't imagine that this won't be as well. So
thanks. We are working out for it.
So yeah, hey, you're working hard. Hard work pays off. So all right, well that kind of finishes up my questions. I like to if you have some time, anyone from the audience got any questions, raise your hand. If not, I'll let you give your final word, and then we'll wrap it up.
Sure.
All right, looks like a quiet audience. So just go ahead and take the last minute.
It's late.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, put out whatever last message you want to, whatever you want to say.
I think the conclusion and maybe the message I want to pass on is, we are still in beta, but please go try the platform. I think you will be convinced how easy it is to create a vault, and also how easy it is to find some trading vault to invest in. And keep your notification on, because we have a lot of things before the public sale and even for after in the pipe. It's features that we will add, partnership also that we will announce. And as I said, we want to be the social hub for social finance and social trading, be the one-stop shop for traders. And also we are looking forward for traders to come open a vault and try and trade the platform. We are in touch with some traders and some DAO, some other project that want to try the platform and are thinking about maybe deploying some funds there. So we are getting traction. But if you know traders in your community, in your friends, give us a shout out, and please try Perpy and let us know. Let us know in the Discord and the Twitter. We are really open to any feedback and anything that we can integrate and improve for having the best UI UX for traders and investors. That's a long final word, but that's it.
Yeah, awesome. I'm excited for you guys, and very excited to see it progress. So I really appreciate you coming on, giving me the opportunity to talk to you, and looking forward to the future.
Yeah, it was nice. Thank you for hosting me today, and hope to have some follow-up maybe in a few weeks or few months.
Yeah, be happy to.
Sure. Thank you, man.
Yeah, you as well.
Thank you, bye.
All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone. It's been a great talking to Karn from Perpy Finance. Get involved in their socials, check out their platform, see what they got building. Really appreciative of your time. Really blessed to have you guys tune in and give us any amount of your day. So once again, I'm Relentless from DeFi Raiders. If you're hearing this on YouTube for the first time, hit that like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.